What's going on, Broadway? This is really just depressing. I mean, the one really good thing that's happened this week is that Pippin is definitely coming back to Broadway. That revival at the ART, directed by Diane Pauls with Patina Miller and Andrea Martin and Terrence Mann and Charlotte Dambois, is transferring to Broadway in March. That's good. Meanwhile, today, aside from the fact that Elf, what else is... Warhorse is closing, Elf is closing, other things are closing. Chaplin, Dead Accounts, they're all closing today. And now, Broadway World just keeps saying, first Broadway World's like, Diner and Flashdance are delaying their Broadway productions because of lack of investors. And of course, that all started with the whole Rebecca fiasco. And now they're saying, oh, shows like Big Fish, Prince of Broadway, what's another one? Flashdance. Did I say... I already said Flashdance. They're all up in the air. And now they're saying Sunshine Boys, that revival that was in London that had Danny DeVito and Richard Griffiths, is being delayed. I didn't even know it was official, but that's being delayed. And then the lowest blow, not that I wasn't expecting them to say this, but now they officially tagged the toe of Into the Woods. They're like, nope, we're not transferring it. Well, screw you, public theater. Screw you, Broadway investors. This is ridiculous. Is it lack of interest? I don't get what's going on with Broadway. And the thing with Pippin was, on the Broadway World message boards, they're like, oh, it's not going to sell. It's going to be a fiasco. It's Pippin! It's Pippin! Oh my god! And they're like, oh, it's not going to sell. They could bring a production of The Music Man starring Neil Patrick Harris. Neil Patrick Harris. A rotating cast. Neil Patrick Harris and Tom Hanks and like Amy Adams and Anne Hathaway in a rotating cast. The nicest, biggest stars on the planet. And people would still be like, oh, that's a bunch of crap. That's not going to last. What is going on? I'm really worried. Because it's getting sad now. It's getting pathetic. They're getting desperate. They gotta bring in people like Scarlett Johansson, who I'm still holding that grudge against from the whole Jan Maxwell award Tony thing from 2010. God, when will that woman just get a Tony? God knows she'll never headline. There's no chance Jan Maxwell could headline a show now because she's not Scarlett Johansson. She's just 4-time Tony nominee Jan Maxwell. And they're doing that, everything's like, oh, this won't last. And you know what the sad part is? Half the time they're right. Poor Scandalous and Chaplin, they're like, from the minute they were announced, it was like, oh, they're gonna close in 3 days. They're crap. Okay. They were right and they were wrong. Both of them did have surprisingly lengthy runs, more so Chaplin than Scandalous, but it was just it's just sad, it's just pathetic that these shows, they don't even get a chance anymore. They don't even get the chance. This is just depressing. It's really just depressing. Nothing good is coming out of this season. Hopefully the spring will be better with Matilda and Kinky Boots and Cinderella. I hope so, because so far the biggest success Broadway season has had is Drood. I hate to say it. Drood's the one that's... But even Drood, it's not doing the greatest business in the world. It's critically acclaimed. I think it's the most critically acclaimed show of the season. I may be wrong. But I mean, everything else got mixed. Most people love that production. I mean, think about it. Glengarry and Ross didn't get great reviews. Annie certainly didn't get great reviews. Chaplin is Scandalous, we all know. Dead Accounts, The Performers. Yeah, this is all bad. The Anarchist. Oh, God. It's depressing. It's depressing. Broadway, what's going on? We need a new hit. We need a new Book of Mormon, a new producers, a new Billy Elliot. We need something to revitalize Broadway. And not something that's gonna appeal to new man. We need a good classic show. Like, Book of Mormon, although it was like a modern day story, had lots of cursing, and it was a great, like, classic musical story, and that's what they were going for. That's what I'm waiting for. And I don't want it to be, I know people are going to say, oh, Matilda's going to be a huge hit. Yes, I do agree Matilda's going to be a huge hit. But of course, Matilda's not an American musical. Matilda is a British musical. We can't depend on the British for everything. Yes, they gave us Phantom. They gave us Les Mis. They gave us Billy Elliot. See, Billy Elliot was a bad suggestion. Was a bad example. They gave us Billy Elliot. They gave us, what else? Well, okay, they have had some not-so-great ideas, like Ghost and Sister Act. But, I mean, come on. It's unbelievable. Alright, so that was my rant. Is Broadway dead? I hope it's not. Goodbye.